Hello guys, welcome back. Uh, I'm just I want to welcome you to this CCNA Labs videos. This video series, uh, I'm not teaching like other CCNA courses. In this video series, we are going to do practical for CCNA exam preparation, or if anybody preparing for CCNP, I hope it will help them little bit on practicing in their like real time, and it will help you to pa- get get into your interview, and you will see your proper you will learn how to configure switches, routers in real time, and troubleshooting in real time. These videos are allows you to practically verify your knowledge on your CCNA topics, on little bit of CCNP also. And we will see how it goes this video series. If it's possible, we will jump onto CCNP also. Before we get started, please subscribe for our YouTube IT Guys channel for latest updates on these labs and practical videos on CCNA. In my experience, I have seen a lot of Cisco courses are very every lot of Cisco courses are theoretical. They won't teach you how to prepare for lab exercise and for CCNA, and they won't teach you how to troubleshoot step by step, and they won't test your knowledge. So what I'm going to teach in this video series, I'm going to tell you how to troubleshoot, how to prepare for your lab exercise and CCNA. And also CCNA changed in June 2020. So please go and check your CCNA website. What is some topics are changed, and they reviewed the old CCNA syllabus. And but and real time, I'm going to explain the real time scenarios. The best way that you can learn Cisco is simple, just practice, just to practice. If you read, how much you read, you won't get into your mind. When you're going into exam, when you see some confusing scenarios, when you see that scenarios, you will confuse and you waste your time on troubleshooting those things. And another thing also, uh, when you go into the job interview also, if if they ask you theory question, you will answer. But if anybody give you some router, okay, configure this interface for this VLAN, configure this interface, this router for this purpose, or like communicating those two PCs, so you will struggle there. So please prepare for that also. So I'm going to teach in this video series how to do that also. So I'm going to show you this one first. What we going to do this one actually. Okay, the first thing, this whole video series going as CCNA practice labs. First thing, I'm going to tell you how to install. We're going to going this whole video series on GNS3. So I'm going to explain you how to install GNS3 on Windows and Linux, and also I'm going to show how to configure your CCNA iOS images, integrate in iOS images into CCA GNS3, and also I will show you step-by-step practical guides. In this video series, we are going to through basic VLANs and basic spanning tree. Then we're going through the OSPF, EIGRP, and some of BGP. I will touch it, but I'm not. We will go through that, and I will touch the BGP also. And the first, just introduce. I want to tell myself what I am. My name is Venkat. I first passed my CCNA exam in 2008 February. So I have nearly 15 years experience on networking and infrastructure side. So I'm working in a finance company as a network and infrastructure architecture side. So I had this is my experience, and also I am very enthusiastic on open source. So I love Linux. That's why I mostly do on Linux videos also. Okay. So why we have to do that? You have packet tracer. I hope you guys heard that Cisco provide packet tracer for whoever wants to join the CCNA. But why I have GNS3? I'm suggesting why we need to do that. Okay, packet tracer has some limitations. It do not have everything what you want to do. Those packet trace images are not exactly hardware images what is Cisco provides. So that's the main problem. Some commands won't work in packet tracer. Some of scenarios you are not able to configure them in packet tracer. But in GNS3, it is not only for Cisco. If you want to prepare for Juniper, you can prepare it for. It's not only for Cisco. You want to prepare for another F5, you can prepare for you. If you want to prepare for Palo Alto, you can prepare. You can prepare for HP also. So there is no limitation on GNS3. That is why I'm adding this video series. I'm starting this video series with a GNS3 installation. Most of the people heard that GNS3 is open source. Okay, so it's free of cost. You don't need to spend money on that. But if you want to import any other company's software like Juniper, like F5, like Palo Alto, like HP, or Cisco Images, sometimes you have to pay some money. Okay, that's why. And I'm saying, and another thing, why you need practice for these exams. I'm telling, if you want to learn something, like if you want to play the football, you won't just watching the football, you won't learn that. So you have to get into ground, you have to play your football, and you have to learn the tricks, how to kick the football, how to capture the ball from other opposite players, and how to kick your ball into the goal post. Okay, that's the main thing you have to learn. In here also, you have to learn your troubleshooting techniques. You have to learn how to quick configure. You have to save the time on exam. You have 120 minutes, 60 questions. Yes. So here is the what actually Cisco is reviewed this in June. So you can go to Cisco side UK. I'm in London, that's why I'm showing this UK Cisco org. So I just seen this month. So they reviewed Cisco revised version of June. So they're giving free something. Try give you the new CCNA 301 ago. So it's a new CCNA. Please, they reviewed all syllabus also. Please go through these what they reviewed, and you can get all the syllabus here, information on the full CCNA exam syllabus. You need to, if you enter that one, they will give you all the, you will receive the mail. So that's why I'm suggesting. So there is a training module. So they are offering June promotional offer only. I think so. This is expired. Are they still giving that away? So please go there and subscribe, and you will get some free materials on it. Okay. Why most of the people prefer Cisco CCNA? Why? So if you want to enter network world, that's the basic. You need the certification. With that certification, everybody give you priority to in the job interviews and wherever you want to go. Okay, that's why I'm suggesting practice, practice, practice. Okay, what tools do you need to proceed with this video series? Yeah, so the main video, uh, so this is the tools. I'm going to show you this here, but the requirements for this whole video series, GNS3 is the main one. Then you need Cisco VIRL images. These VIRL images are those images, whatever is running on the Cisco hardware, those whatever the software running on the Cisco hardware, Cisco will provide you. So this is going to cost 199 $79 to $199. That is depend on what images you are buying from them. So some of them is only 6 months validity, some of them is for 1 year validity. So thus I'm saying that you need to only, this is the only cost you need to spend. The next tool is you need to VMware Workstation or VMware Player if you are using Linux or Windows. If you are using Mac, you need VMware Fusion. You can install this on VMware players, but you cannot install. Uh, I'm not saying about GNS3. I'm saying about there is another GNS VM machine. So if you are using Linux, you don't need that VM machine, VMware workstation or anything. But if you are using Windows, you need to install. If you are using Windows or Mac, you need to install the GNS VM on your machine. That is hypervisor Ubuntu image will provide extra if you want to go to typical scenarios like more scenarios or importing scenarios or my shared scenarios. So that's why I'm suggesting if you want to do that, so you need to install. Otherwise, if you want to go to normal CCNA level, you don't need to do that much, but I'll encourage you to do that also. Some scenarios are very difficult. So if you practice them also, you will learn more and you will solve those questions very quickly in CCNA exam. And another thing, desktop with OS. Normally, any OS, Linux, Windows, Mac. So those are tools. That's the main tools. It's the only cost you need Cisco VIRL images, or if you want to you can try VMware for 30 days, so you can practice everything. Then, if you don't want, you can uninstall that, or if you want to use permanently, you can use that. And otherwise, you can use VMware Player. VMware Player is free of cost. You can use anywhere, but we VMware VirtualBox, it do not support that thing. So VMware VirtualBox do not support nested hypervisor. So that is why we are not using that. So if you go to the GNS GNS3 website, so if you go to the installation for Windows, this is supported operating system. They mention that this is a minimum requirements. So they tell you Windows 7 or later, or two more logical cores. This is minimum, but you need to recommend the requirements. You can see that here, Windows 7 or later 64-bit, not 32-bit. If you are using any 32-bit OS, it won't work properly. It won't work even not properly. And four or more logical cores. So normally quad core, you can use i7, i5 is I prefer. Virtualization extension required. You may need enable your computer BIOS. You must enable this VTX in your BIOS. AMD VRETX you must enable in your BIOS, and 16 GB RAM. These are the recommended things. If you want more optimal, if you want to go very good and no struggling with the performance, so this is the 32 gig RAM GNS3 will recommend, and 80 gig solid state drive and i7 or i9 Intel CPU or 7 or 9 AMD CPU. But you can stay with this one if you want to uh, just for CCNA and some basic scenarios. But if you go into more complex scenarios, if you want to practice, prepare for CCNP, this is the RAM, and I will recommend RAM and everything. Okay, you can also follow these all instructions how to install, and also you can follow the video of his is David Bumble. His name is David, I think. You can follow this video tutorial for base every step by step, but I'm going to show you everything in this video, how to install, what components you need to install, and how to import everything. And you follow all this documentation, everything is here. Yeah. And you can, if you want to go more real time, if you want to do the iOS images, you need to go to Cisco website. Here is a virl cisco.com. You can download this you can buy, you have to create the you have to create this git URL, you have to create your account, and then you have to buy those images and download the images. Yeah, this is the cost for 1 year, $199. Cisco Modeling Labs personal, if you want to. So go and buy. This is the only cost you need to spend, but you can use for your practice. You will get good experience and everything you will get. And I'm suggesting again, this is they reviewed the CCNA syllabus again in June this month. This is today is June 24th, so that is why I'm suggesting please review this syllabus again and prepare for the syllabus. Okay, the first thing what we're going to do, these are the requirements. The first thing we are going to do is installing GNS3. In this video, I'm going to do uh, install we're going to download GNS3. I already explained what are GNS3 requirements, what is it, what hardware do you need, and downloading GNS3. Next we're going to install it on Linux. I'm using most people, I think so most people using Ubuntu or some Linux machines, so I'm explaining Linux machine. If you are using Arch Linux, you can use straight away. I will show you those commands also. Then installing in Windows, I will show you, I will demo all the installation process. Then we're going to test it configuration. Is it working properly? If you experience any issues, how to troubleshoot it. And then I am going to show you how to add the Cisco image, IOS images in GNS3. Okay. The first thing, we need to go to the GNS3 website and then download the GNS3 image. So here is the, when you go into GNS3 website, so you need to download the GNS3 image. So if you go to download, it will ask you to create the account. So please, I'm suggesting create the account and then download GNS3 image. When you click, when you click this download, it will ask you which image you want, Windows, a Mac, or Linux. So you will get the guide, install guides also here in bottom. Then after you download this one, download this for if anybody installing this one in Windows or Mac. If you are installing on Linux, you don't need this one. Okay, that is I'm suggesting you don't need this. Download the GNS3 VM. Only for this is Windows and Mac users. Okay, that's it. You need to download, you create an account and download the images, and I'm going to show you on Windows, Linux first, then we're going to the Windows. If you go into the here, you will see that what is the instructions if you need for Linux, install guide for Linux. You will follow those instruction. What is the going to install in Ubuntu. If you are Arch Linux, there's a simple command you just need to run it. It's a pacman minus s gns3 and GNS3 server. So I'll show you this one somewhere here. You can, if you can install through your Python also, Python pip. So it's not a from, you have lot of resources on this documentation how to use it. This is the Arch Linux. If anybody using Arch Linux, I know that this is a community repository. If you're using that YAOURT, yeah, and minus is GNS GUI, it's a graphical user interface, and GNS server. So this is the only command you need to run. If you are using Fedora, DNF install GNS3 server, GNS3 GUI, and one another thing is Wireshark and Wireshark Qt. But here in Arc, it will install most of the time. But you have to, if you don't install this Wireshark, you need to install manually using Pacman. Okay, and if you are using any, if you want to use any other tools, you can use QEMU. You can install using DNF install on Fedora also. Okay, if you can use also Docker, you can install this on Docker also. There is instructions how to do in Docker. So it's you have clear instructions on the GNS3 website, so you can install that. You can open source. If you are using open source, every operating system you have those these instructions, so you can go there and install it. But I'm going to show you just on Ubuntu at the moment. Okay, you must use 64-bit OS or 64-bit OS. Okay, now we are jumping onto the our Ubuntu machine. I'm going to show there how to install that one now. Okay, we are on Ubuntu machine at the moment. Yeah, you know, I hope most of the users know how to open the terminal. Just open the, click on this widget screen, widgets and corner and show application. You will open the terminal. Yeah. Then you must be as a root permission, sudo permissions on this one, sudo minus s. Then you, so I'm entering the sudo, and then you have to add this repository, PPA repositories into your source list on this Ubuntu. If you are using Mint, Ubuntu, any Debian thing, you have to use this one. You have to add this repository first, then you have to install that one. So I am using add apt. So I am using apt repository to that one. Okay. apt repository ppa GNS3 ppa. Okay, this repository will add into our source list. So it will download whatever it needs, like it will link all the source list and it will update the source list. Then we will update general update, apt update. Then we install GNS GUI and GNS3. So apt update I'm doing now. So sometimes if you feel unsecure, don't go into root prompt, just use sudo apt, so you will know what you are doing. You will sometimes some softwares will brick your system if you directly using and root prompt. So that's I'm suggesting, don't use directly as me. Go to use sudo apt and then you use whatever command. Sometimes some softwares will brick your system, so please be careful. So then I'm installing GNS3 apt install GNS3 GUI and GNS3 server. This is GNS3 server uh, will run all the images. Okay, unable to look at package. Sorry, I entered my typo mistake. Okay, so it will download the all the software whatever it needs and it will install that in. So once it's installed, I will show you just basic about that for yes, should non-super user. So you want to run this software by non-super user. You must give the permission. Otherwise, every time you need to come into sudo and you need to run. So if you think about security, please don't give it. This is about the capturing the packets. It's a Wireshark and everything. So please think about that before you giving this to permission. Okay, the Wireshark will capture the packets in your network and you can analyze it. Sometimes if you are not in untrusted network, you can capture, that is legal activities will come, legal things come in place. So please be careful. So it will take very quick. And in Windows, I am in the meantime, I'll download, I can, if you want to do in Windows, please download the software, go to the GNS3 and download the software. We will go to next step on Windows once it's finished. On Linux, okay, it's nearly 97% is finished now. Sorry. If you want to install Arch Linux, or Arch Linux is good operating system, you will learn Linux better than others. Better. The thing is, Arch Linux do not have GUI to install, so you will learn more things. So if you want to know how to install, please, I made a video on Arch Linux. Please watch that video and install Arch Linux step by step, and then that is the best performance. Whatever you want, if you want to learn Linux, that is the best source. Okay, it's done now. You can search if you want. Here is, go to the GNS3. So you see that GNS3 is installed now. So I'm opening that. So I'm opening that was without non-router user. I'm not using root command there. So here is the one. It will ask you run application in virtual machine, run appliances on my local computer. So this is about that. This is a Linux, so we are not using run appliances on virtual machine. So this is if you are Windows, you have to run. So I'm not doing any configuration at the moment. I'm just canceling this one. So you will see that here I'm making big. Okay, you see the right hand side here is a Ubuntu. It's saying that CPU 4.1 percentage, RAM is using 44.6 percentage. So you see the green signal, but sometimes you will experience some issues. Sometimes it won't start properly. The local server won't start properly, and it won't. Sometimes is a firewall. Sometimes if your Linux is a IP tables, maybe if you install in a firewall, it will block that one. The main thing is GNS 3, what we are doing in GNS3, this is not a common user tasks. So you are doing more tasks than the common user. That is why most of the softwares will block antivirus or any firewalls. So this center, this is your workplace. Center is a big thing, and you can see the top right hand side is your all topology summary. Everything will be here, and is the bottom your console. You will display all messages. If you want to do any command console things, you can do here also. Okay, this is a brief one I'm showing. This is installed properly everything. And if you want to create any basic scenario, we will everything in Windows and Linux are same, most of the same, except if you are the adding the VM server. So in Linux you don't need that VM machine, but in Windows you need that. So I will show you those steps, everything on that Windows. Okay, now I'm going to the Windows machine. We will go through how to install the process now. Okay, we are on Windows machine now. I told you already. I'm downloading these images already. So I downloaded images from GNS3 here. This is a regular GNS3. You can see that. Uh, this is the one I downloaded. And another thing is your GNS3 VM for VMware Workstation. So this is a 534 MB. So you need to download this one. But we are not using this one in this video. I'm going to explain that in next videos. So uh, so this video is only just installing GNS3 and importing we are running everything on local server. So then I will show you how to import the Cisco image, how to configure the basic scenario. Okay, I'm installing this one now. It's a quick one. It's a basic installation. Next, I'm using default settings on Windows. I'm not doing anything. So you will see everything what I'm doing here. So next, I'm agreed license. Next. Okay, you see that tools here. Please use all default settings. Don't do anything. Don't change anything. Don't anything here. Okay, just use this default. But be careful. I'm telling you here tools. It will download extra tools. WinPcap and NPCap, Wireshark, Dynamics. So please be careful. Watch those. If you are limited internet connection, please be careful. It will download the extra files. All of these one. Okay, it will download the solar putty, try to VNC viewer. So these tools will be useful when you are running the scenarios. It will use all those tools. So don't change anything, just install everything whatever is ticked. And it will download some extra software. Be careful if you are limited bandwidth, so it will download extra data now. So the installation will take very quick. It doesn't take, that is okay. Why I'm saying quick is that is depend also your system performance and your internet speed. Okay, nearly done. Okay, you see that here is now is down installing WinPcap 4.1.3. Okay, I'm using latest GNS version 3, GNS3 version, whatever is available on 24th June. Okay, okay, I'm installing WinPcap now. It's done. Now it's installing the NPCap. Okay, then I'm agreeing that one. So I'm not doing any extra. I'm just using all default settings. So just install whatever is need default. Once it's installed, it will install the SolarWinds putty session. Okay, then next. So it's finished this one, and then it is doing Wireshark. You can see that it's downloading Wireshark. You can see the speed, how much speed is downloading now. So it's done now. So it's finishing the installation of GNS3 and Wireshark. So this is also depend on your system speed. So that is I'm suggesting minimum you need 16 gig RAM on your hardware if you want to run some scenarios. If you want to run complex scenarios like campus scenarios or more than enterprise companies, enterprise scenarios, you need I recommend more than 16 GB RAM and i7 processor in your system. In my current system, it has 24 gig RAM. Okay, that's why it's going a little bit faster, and internet speed also good. At the moment is a night time now here. Okay, it's installing now SolarWinds PuTTY file. Okay, just put the I agree license, accept, and your email address. Just put, I just created random email address for my test purpose. Ricky 240817 at gmail.com. Sorry. Okay, continue. That's it. It will install. Next. I'm clicking no. Next. Start GNS3. Okay. When you finish that GNS3 installation, it will open it will open GNS3 page. So please, you have lots of resources on GNS3 website. Here is the documentation. If you want to read all the thing, documentation, you can go there, you can read, search it, release notes, getting started with Linux, getting started with Mac. Okay, you get some videos, basic installation of videos here. Yeah, everything you will get it download, all the recommendation you will get there. Okay, then there is a community also. If you go to the community and GNS community, there will lot of people will, if you have any sorry, is I'm going to academy. If you go into the marketplace, you can download that. If you want to download or any images, you can go there and you can do everything, whatever you can shop it, appliances, you can download it. You can, sorry, is going to appliances. I'm going to appliances. So is browsing now. You can download all the appliances, Cisco appliances, network automation appliances, Palo Alto appliances, pfSense, Windows Server. There's a lot of appliances you can download, and you have the labs also. If you want to download the labs, you can download. If you want to submit lab, if you created any lab or anything, you can do that here also through your account. You must have the account. And if you want to learn GNS complete deep into DNS, how to use the DNS, how to do everything, programming, and test your scenarios, you can how to capture the packets in scenario, everything you will learn on GNS website. Okay, that's it I'm showing now. Then okay, you see that the same screen on Linux side. So I'm not installing anything appliances here now. GNS3 VM, this is available for me, everything is there, and I'm not doing anything here. I'm just canceling this one. Okay, this is the screen when when you finish the installation. You will see that this is your workaround. You will see that green button, so that means it has very successfully installed, and it is running on local server. So that is why I'm showing that is completely successfully installed. But most of the in Windows, sometimes if you install any antivirus, sometimes you will struggle with that. So what you have to do, you must turn off your antivirus to install GNS3. Once you turn off the antivirus, reboot your system, and then it will work automatically. If you sometimes your firewall will block it, so you need to turn off those firewalls also. And so that's it for the. And if you if you do those two things, it will work most of the cases. Yeah. If you have anything, if you have still struggle, go to the GNS3 community forums or community. There is a lot of people will help you if you ask the questions. Okay, this is your workplace. So this is I'm going to test some basic simple thing. Okay, first I'm sure I'm just going through this. bar and this side panel. So this is the side panel. It will show you all the routers available here, whatever the routers you install, everything. If you add the images, it will display here. And these are these ATM switches and everything, whatever the switch, everything. And these are the cloud PCs, and these are the security devices. If you add anything, it will everything you can import from market. If you you can add those market. And this is a cables linking the devices. And you can, this is a new blank project, this is a open projects, and these are the buttons will enable once we start creating the project. Until the time you won't see anything if you that one. So if you want tools, anything, web user interface beta, that is it's in testing phase now. If you want to try, you can try that one. And here is the version, what version we are using. You see that GNS 2.2.10. Okay, so this is so you see that, please create the project. Until that time you won't see anything, you can't add any devices here. If I want to add this switch, it won't allow you. So you must create the project first. So what I'm doing, I'm creating new blank project. So I'm just testing this all installation is done properly or not. Test, I'm just creating test project now. So okay, the test project is done. So you see that all the buttons are enabled now here on top bar. So I'm putting one basic switch, Ethernet switch. So yeah, and then I'm putting one watch, two PCs. Okay, here is the PCs I'm putting it, and then I'm connecting with the cable. This is the cable I'm connecting. I'm using left click. Please remember that I'm clicked left click. When you click the left click, it will display all the interfaces, whatever. I'm using Ethernet 0 and switch Ethernet 0. Then from here I'm using Ethernet 1 port. I'm connecting this one. Okay, switch or switches are normally automatically switched on. This is a basic switch. This is not three layer. But if you want to switch on those the other devices, you can right click on it and start that one, or you can click this play button. Every device will switch on. You can see that all the devices are switched on. Nice green lights everywhere. There is no problems communication. So thus will tell you GNS3. It's like nearly same like packet tracer. If anybody has experience with the packet tracer, this is the one. Okay, then you want to open the consoles for all the devices. Click this console next to the play button, or you can right click on it and open the console for each PC or each device, whatever you added in here. So you will see that it is open the console using our Solaris putty. So here is the PC1. You can see that if you want to edit that, you can edit it also. Okay, you can import the session settings. If you want settings, you can do that. Yeah, so edit the session details. And if you want to do general stuff where you want to save your session logs, like if you have good experience with putty, so you will know that everything, same thing, tags and everything, session also. Okay, if you want to create new, you can create hostname where you want to connect and everything. Okay, so here I am doing that. I'm configuring the IP address for my PC. So we will test the connection from PC1 to PC2. So to add the IP address to PC, IP and IP address 192.168.10.1. Oh, sorry, it's not typing there. 19 IP 192.168.10.1 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Okay, and next PC I'm opening again. Console second PC for the console for second PC. Sorry, here is the second PC console. You can see the host name here. So you can run some basic commands. Sorry, this command not exists. So I'm not sorry, I checked wrongly. Okay, IP address again here 192.168.10.2. I'm configuring this one, and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Okay, so we configuring both PCs with the IP address. So we will check basic ping 192.168.10.1. This is a PC1 IP address. So you can see that. So it's pinging. So our scenario is perfect, executed. Our installation is perfectly done. So we do not have any issues. It's working fine. Okay, I'm telling you one trick here. Once you test everything, don't close your device. Don't close your project. Some devices, if you close the DNS project, your device's configuration will won't save. So you need to struggle again. You need to configure everything from beginning. So once you done everything, every time whatever you're doing, please save the configuration inside the device, not on the project. Project will only, GNS will only save topology only, not configuration of your devices. So please save command. So otherwise you need to bang your head again from beginning. If you are in going to scenarios, please save it. Yeah, saving startup configuration is done. So when you come back again, your configuration will be there. Once you import your project, your configuration will be there. Okay, so I'm closing these consoles now. So this is closed. I'm turning off. Stop. If you stop this red button, it will turn off. Then I'm stopping this one. So those are done now. So our we tested, we added to come basic pieces and we done it. Everything done now. So this is done. Our project is done. So I am closing GNS3 now. So yes, that's it. It will save all your topology, your project into that. But your configuration will save in your PC, your configuration files only. Okay, that's it. The next thing I will show you how to integrate your iOS images. Uh, you need to get iOS images from Cisco website. It is illegal if you download it from anywhere, or you won't get most of the time. But you have to download. You have to buy those images. You will get those things. Okay, here what GNS, most of this time people will ask the questions, oh, where do I get GNS images? If you go to documentation, if you ask the question, where do I get iOS images? Yeah, so if you click that one, so there's an option Cisco website. This is option I, this is website I showed you, virl cisco.com. If you go to command new prompt, excuse me, and you have to buy this one. Okay, you have to create your account and buy this one. And there is some service, if you have Cisco devices, if you have any devices, you can upload that image from your image Cisco device, upload the image and you can copy into GNS3 also. So if you have device, please upload that and copy into that. Okay, uh, due to the legal requirements, GNS3 won't provide any images, so you must buy them from Cisco websites. If you are using Juniper, you have to buy those images from Juniper. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, I got one Cisco image. I'm using 3725 here. I got another. I got couple of images I bought long time ago. So I got those images. So we can. I will show you how to integrate that image into GNS3 now. Okay, just a minute. Okay, sorry. Oh, Cisco IOS image. Sorry guys, I keep waiting. Okay, here it is. I am going to copy this one here. Okay, I got 3725 advanced enterprise. Okay, so I hope most of the people, you guys, if you anybody preparing for CCNA, please familiar with this naming convention. Maybe you will get questions on this naming convention also. You know, there's first thing is uh, hardware model, and next one is the feature set, advanced, enterprise, and K9. Whatever the K9 is, encryption is used, enterprise K9 encryption, and MZ is a compression, the compression, which compression they used, and 2 1 2 4 15, these are the version numbers. T is train. If you have a M is a bug fixes and the small, and 14 is minor release. Bin is binary format. Okay, you must familiar with the naming conventions for if you are preparing for CCNA, sorry, CCNA. So I'm going to show here how to import this image into GNS3 now. So I'm opening GNS3 again. Okay, I'm creating another blank project, test underscore Cisco now. Okay, so I'm creating that now. I'm not putting any images here, so you won't have any images. So what I'm doing, I am importing that image into my GNS now. So I'm going to show you that how to do that now. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to import this, and I'm using from the import, not from the previous versions are available. Some versions are available to import directly, but this version not available at the moment. Okay, guys, I'm showing how to import this one. Okay, I'm importing routers here now. Uh, sorry, I must. Sorry, we are browsing. Where's my test projects? Sorry, my previous one I created, which one is not saved, is crashed. Okay, I'm doing test Cisco again. Test Cisco again. I'm doing. So here I'm going to create a new template for my router. Yeah, manually creating template. I'm not doing. You, if you want, if you have a proper, if you download it from you, if you have an account, you can import those. You can do it from there also. And I'm manually creating new template now here. So here, if you go to the dynamics, go to IOS routers. So I'm creating new. So if you see that here is the IOS image, you need to browse that one, and you will see this is the IOS image I'm opening now. So sorry, it has some errors. So I'm checking what is happened here. Just a minute. Okay, guys, sorry. The problem is when I'm trying to copy my iOS image from my desktop to this Windows machine, it's corrupted. I use the ext4 partition USB drive when I'm copying from my Linux machine to here. It's corrupted. So I recopied again that machine. So image. So I'm show you how to import that images now. Normally, if you have the install, you can install an appliance from GNS3. It is recommended way. You can go there, and if you want that routers, you can click the whatever the router dynamics and install. So it will install appliance on your local computer. Once you do that, if you missing files, you need to synchronize it. So which files you want to that, everything you can get it from there. Okay, you need to connect your accounts and everything. Okay, here I'm not doing that. I'm using installing. I'm creating template from my local machine here. So I'm creating when I do that local machine. So you see that is a dynamics. I'm creating here is a iOS routers. Okay, I'm creating new template here. I'm browsing my image which is on my desktop. Here is the desktop open. So yes, would you like to import that image? Yes, I want to import that image. Next, so this is the name C3725. So this is a platform. I'm doing that. Next, or you can do chases if you want to add extra chases. Yeah. If you want to switch, make it switch and add extra chases. Next, okay, here is the RAM, how much RAM you want to add it. Okay, if you want to check that, you can go click the link, it will tell you how much RAM it needs to be. Okay, so you must copy the image name, whatever the image name you are using. So copy the image name, so just rename that one and copy including bin and paste that into continue as a guest. I'm not logging my account. So when you go in here, compare platforms or whatever you browse Cisco products, whatever switching, routing, everything. So you have to create, you have to log into your account. Here it will tell you how much you need, how much RAM you need for that one. Okay, my account is um sorry, um I'm not I'll show you this my account email.com. Sorry, I had a wrong here. Next. Okay, it's logging in. I password. Okay, it's going there now. So once you log in, you need to pay. You need to uh, put your the sorry is we lost the link again. Okay, here is the link. Once you go there, it will open that one tools. Okay, guys, here it is. Sorry, I'm trying to go into Cisco website, but I'm need to give my company details or whichever wherever I'm working. So I don't want to show that one. So here it is. If you go to the GNS website, it will show everything, whatever the images you're using. If you are using minimum requirements, ideal RAM, here I'm using 3725 image. Yeah, here it is whatever the image I'm using. Here is a image and what is the minimum RAM, what is the ideal PC value. You must need this ideal PC value, otherwise your topology will crash. Sometimes it's stuck itself. So please remember these values. I will put these links. It is in documentation, GNS documentation, but anyway I will put all the Cisco IOS images for Dynamics. So it has everything, whichever is the images you need, ideal PC values, everything. So what image we are using here is a 3725. This is the one we are using here. So this is a RAM value is 256 and ideal value is 60C09A0. Okay, we are going to configure the same one here, 256 MB. And next, if you want to add any slots, you can add it here. This is a, you can see the GT96 fast Ethernet one. Otherwise you can add very extra anything you want, add it here, is not a problem. And WIC cards, if you want to know the WIC cards, it's a WIC modules. If you want to add WIC modules, you can add one WIC module here. So this is the ideal value. You can compare the same value whatever you got it just whatever I showed you just now. So here is a, you see that 0660C09AA0. I hope this is the same value is here. Yeah, this is the ideal PC value. That's it. Finish it. Apply. Okay. So you see that here is a router 3C3725 Cisco. So you can drag that here and it is here now. So if you want to connect any PC here, you can connect that. Sorry, click that PC. click that and connect with the cables, and here is the first Ethernet, and then you can see that how many interfaces we added we cut. This is a serial interface we added, and this is the first Ethernet 00 is already there. Then we added 10 0 0 0 1. So then we added another fast Ethernet is 10. Okay, I'm connecting this one to 0 0 1. So you see that red lights here. And another I want to show you another thing. You can see the all the labels of the interfaces also. Reset interface, the sorry, show the header interface labels. So you see that E0 F00. You can see that easily where it is connected. So our are not started it. If you want to start all the devices, start all of them. All of the devices will start here, whichever I explained previously. And also if you want to open consoles, just click on the consoles here. It will open the consoles for our devices once the boot is finished. Okay. Okay, in this what we did in this video, we gone through all the process, all the requirements what we need for next video series, and then I explained how to install GNS3, and we tested our GNS3 configuration installation is successful or not, and then we did some basic test scenario how to configure that one, and then we integrated Cisco image into our GNS GNS application. Then we start the RAM. Then we start the router. So you can see that is a router R1. So you can see that show flash. You will see everything whatever you show it and your hardware routers. So flash is remote state. So we're going to troubleshoot that later one by one. So you can help commands anything, it will show you all the commands whatever is on same as your router. Okay, that's it for this video. Please subscribe for next videos and updates and future labs and Cisco CCNA Cisco labs. Please subscribe for my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye.